Hey everybody! I wanted to make a quick video because I have a couple big announcements for the farm. And then I also wanted to show you my turbo clone machine that I'm rooting dahlia cuttings in. But I'll start with the announcements. So you might have seen on our Facebook page, I posted about it yesterday, but really exciting news. I am going to be going to the farm full time starting this spring in April. I will be done at my job. Been at that job for it's 12 years, I believe, and I worked in the trucking industry. It was a good way when I moved to the town that my husband and I live by to meet people. I've enjoyed my connections there, but I am very excited to move to the farm full time and be able to work the farm full time and bring you guys more product from our farm, more updates, and I can't wait for all of it. It's so exciting. So other big announcement that kind of ties in with the first announcement is usually we do a dahlia tuber sale in January where we sell our extra tubers. And with me going full-time farm, I'm also ramping up our production. We're gonna have more dahlias in the ground. I'm hoping to have maybe quadruple the amount of dahlias. I'd like to hit that 4,000 or 5,000 dahlias in the ground this year. So I have decided that we will not be doing a tuber sale, and I know that's disappointing for some people who are looking forward to it. But the reason being is we are going to save our stock and plant it all out. Just more plants in the ground, and even though we won't have a sale this year, it'll make our sales next year that much better. So we'll have a fall sale the fall of 2026, and then starting next January, crazy to say, but the January 2027 we will have a big tuber sale. And so this decision was hard to make, and we rely on some of those sales in the winter for our farm, but it just seemed like the right decision. My husband and I were talking about it, and the more we can get in the ground and grow, the better it will be for the farm in the following years. So we just have to take a step back this year, and it'll propel our future years. So that is the goal, and I will be putting out more information, or I'll be making that announcement on Facebook and Instagram, and also through our email. If you're subscribed to our emails off of our website, you'll get that announcement, because I know I had told people we would be having a sale, so it's backtracking on that. And I hate to do that, but I promise you our numbers and just the amount of tubers we'll have to pick through, to be able to provide you guys with the best stock coming from our farm. So I hate to not have the sale this year, but it will be better for future years. Just more stock to offer, more varieties, and we really look forward to that. So that's kind of the goal, or not kind of the goal, it is the goal with the farm, to provide you with more access to things. So, and also getting all those dahlias in the ground. We have the space to do it. It'll help we do farmers markets in the summer, so we'll have more product to bring to the farmers markets, more dahlias. I know if any of you folks come to our markets, dahlias are a hit. They're beautiful, and so really excited for that. We'll have more product for the summer, a lot more product. So where we're always grateful when our bouquets sell out, but we'd like to kind of not have that problem and have flowers for everyone who comes to the market looking for flowers. So yeah, we're very excited to see where this year goes. So that's kind of my two big announcements. Like I said, I'll probably be putting them up on, or I will be putting them up on Facebook, Instagram, reminding people about that sale that's not going to happen, and just outline those reasons why. So it'll be a good thing in the long run. But with that, I wanted to show you guys something I've been using. So for my dahlia cuttings, I do propagate dahlia cuttings through the winter in my basement. We're in my basement right now. That's why it's kind of dirty and dungy down here. But and I bought a piece of equipment this fall that I've been using to root cuttings, and it's taken me a little while to learn it, but I do really enjoy it because I can put my cuttings in there and kind of set up the timer with it, and it's kind of a set and forget, and they have been doing really well. So I will show you I will flip my camera around here so you can see what I'm talking about, and yeah, show you my turbo cloners. All right, here is the turbo clone machine. It's kind of a makeshift setup right now. I need to get it its own space, hang the lights. But right now we have a couple grow lights on top of it. These grow lights do not get hot, so I have no problem setting them right on top of the dome. But let me just go over kind of the parts of the turbo clone. I will take these lights off here. I'm going to shut them off. And as you can see, it's full of cuttings right now. This batch of cuttings I have in here, I started them on December 22nd. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off the dome. So it comes with a nice thick dome. Set that aside. And then on the bottom of the turbo clone, it has a reservoir basin, a water basin. And then I don't know what you would call this, but we could just call it a cutting shelf. So this piece pulls off. It's where all your cuttings go in. And let me show you this reservoir. I'm gonna have to move my phone around a little bit. But as you can see, there's a fill line. You fill your water up to the fill line. These red pieces here are spray nozzles. So there's a water pump down in the reservoir, and I have it on a timer. Right now I'm doing 30 seconds or 30 minutes on and 20 minutes off. So those sprayers will miss the cuttings for 30 minutes and then they'll be off for 20 minutes. That's just a setting that I had started using. It seems like it works well. So just going with what's working. When I fill the water in here, we have well water at our house, and it's I do a pH strip on it, and it seems like our water is more alkaline. So I use a sorbic acid, put a little bit of that in the water, and usually let the turbo clone run for kind of overnight. I'll set it up the night before and let it run and cycle that sorbic acid through it. Usually when I check it the next morning, we're right around about a 7 pH, which seems to be pretty good for the cuttings. I also use on a weekly basis a liquid fertilizer. I have been using this Cultivation Nation right now. And I have little eye droppers, pipettes here, and I use 4 milliliters of that weekly. But let me go ahead and show you the cuttings. As you can see, tops look pretty good on them, and a few of these have rooted. So let me just go ahead and flip the whole thing up. So as you can see, there's quite a few in here that have taken root and that I will be potting up here this evening. And then there's some that are just slower to root. I see this guy here on this side. It's probably hard to see that. Let me see if I can bring it a little closer. I don't know if you can see that. But he's shot out a couple roots. That one was not rooted yesterday. So once they root, they do root quick. I notice I have one down here that's going to have to be taken out because it's rotted. That will really deteriorate my water quality. So I will go ahead and pop that out and just get rid of that cutting. That one just did not work for me. Sometimes if they look like they're not rooting and they are getting a little slimy, if I can make like a cut on them, then I'll just stick them in soil, and sometimes they root for me, but sometimes they won't. This one has some crazy long roots on it. I can show you this one. Let me put the shelf back on here. So I can pop these guys right out of here. Look at the roots on this one. So this variety is Corabelle Astrid, and absolutely beautiful root production. So I need to get this one in some soil ASAP. So no, I've really been enjoying this cloner. You know, I haven't had yet where the whole batch has been a success, but it seems like every time I do it, I get more and more success with it. But the really nice thing for me is I do root in soil, and with these ones I can leave the timer on, and I don't have to I can set and forget it. I can leave the timer on, it'll run. I just fertilize it weekly, and does pretty good job rooting them. Where my cuttings that I have in soil, I have to continuously you know, mist those or keep that soil at a good moisture, not too wet, not too dry, and it's just more fussing around. So I'm going to continue to work with this cloner and see if I can get my system down even better with it, but I've been pretty happy with it so far. So this one is a smaller cloner. It has 24 spaces in it, but I'm really happy with it. So I didn't want to start off with a really big one and then find out I didn't like it. So hopefully you guys found that interesting. I know it's kind of fun to play around with. I kind of feel like a scientist sometimes trying to root these plants, but this is one of the better ways for me to build stock. Most of these varieties are new varieties that I've purchased in the fall. Then I'm able to build my stock up over the winter, and instead of having 1 or 2 plants in the ground, I can have more plants in the ground and just increase my numbers. I'm really excited for some of these varieties. They're just, well, all of the varieties, but some of them are so gorgeous. So I cannot wait to bring them to the market for you guys. I already in my mind have certain like bouquet recipes, and I don't usually do bouquet recipes, but there are some beauties in these varieties that I think you're gonna love. So I can't wait to show you guys that. It's gonna be a few months, but I hope you follow along with our farm, and yeah, exciting things ahead. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you later.